Hi, it's Allannah. Welcome back to YogaYin and thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to take you through a very gentle sequence today. If you're a beginner, this will be appropriate for you. This is a sequence for IVF or those of us doing IUI or those of us on fertility drugs. It's for a student who has PCOS and she has been practicing the YogaYin videos for the past 6 months. It's re-regulated her period, which is fantastic, but now she really wants to get pregnant and she's having trouble with ovulation. So this video is going to be about working with the fertility drugs, getting her the best possible egg quality she can, also bringing her focus very much down into her lower body and her pelvis. So if this is a situation for you or you're a beginner, you're new to fertility yoga, this is going to be very appropriate for you. Please keep your feedback coming. I love hearing from you. And if you'd like a sequence of your own, I'm booking up now from March 2019. Namaste. Hari Om. So for this practice you'll need a mat and blanket if you have one, a strap or a long scarf will do perfectly, and a couple of pillows. We're going to start off this practice very gently in Supta Baddha Konasana, so lying bound angle pose. So what I want you to do is take your strap and your pillow, and if it's cold where you are, pop your blanket over you. I want you to bring the soles of your feet together, wrap your strap or your scarf around your feet like so, lie your body down, pillow very comfortably under the head, and wind your strap or scarf around your hands. And we're going to stay like this for a few minutes, so really opening up the pelvic area and the groin. And I want you just to really tune into your breath. Focus your awareness all the way down to that pelvic area. And with each exhalation, gently letting go. So if you can feel any tension in this pelvic area, I want to use your exhalation, out breath, to let that tension ease away. Bring your awareness to your lumbar spine, lower back. And if it feels like it's not exactly on the mat, I want you to raise your pelvis, tilt your tailbone, and just resettle the body, lengthening out the lower back. And I want to extend that exhalation so that it's longer and deeper than the inhalation. And as you release this breath, release even more. Even more comfortable. Even more relaxed. And if your mind becomes aware of noises around you, gently acknowledge those sounds and let them go one by one. 3 more deep breaths here. And then gently float the eyes open. Release your hands. Bring the knees back to one another. Bend your knees, release your feet. Lift up your head, remove your pillow. Place the feet firmly on the ground, walk them in towards the buttocks, arms long beside the body. We're going to come into Setu Bandhasana bridge pose just to improve egg quality, but we're going to leave the arms long beside the body. We're not going to hold this pose because we don't want to overheat the body. So when you're ready, I want you to inhale and just gently tilt your pelvis up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, release it down. It's a really subtle movement, inhaling to lift and exhaling to lower. And we're going to work with this in a flowing motion, but we're not going to hold it. Inhaling. Exhaling slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling, now raising the body so the backs of the shoulders, the neck and the head are on the mat. And exhaling, slowly lowering. Releasing any tension in the pelvis as you breathe out. Two more. Beautiful. And then hug your knees into your belly, making room for your belly. Take a few deep breaths here. Breathe into your belly. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. One more deep breath here. And then float your eyes open. Gently roll off to your right hand side. Take a couple of breaths here. And then come up onto your mat we're going to come up into a cat position. So when it comes to yoga for IVF, or when we're using fertility drugs or doing IUI, we want to keep everything very gentle and use postures that we would use if we were pregnant. We need to avoid overheating the body, and there are certain postures that we need to avoid during stimulation, and I'll let you know what those are as we go through. Come into a cat pose on all fours, hands underneath the shoulders, elbows turned in toward one another, knees slightly wider than the hips. Beautiful. And when you're ready, I want you to inhale, and we're going to gently open up through the throat. But try not to dip too much through the lumbar spine. Then we're going to exhale, and we're going to drop the head between the arms and curl through the spine. Inhale to open, exhale to curl. Inhale to open, exhale and curl. I want you to close your eyes if you're comfortable. Keep going with this. Tucking in the tailbone, stretching through the shoulders, and basically working with the spine. One more. Good. Come to a neutral spine. And because my student has got a number of shoulder issues, we're just going to do a gentle shoulder stretch. So what I want you to do is inhale here and exhale. Just slide your left arm underneath the body. And if that's enough for you, just stay here. If you'd like to come a little further, I want you to raise that right arm and tuck it behind your spine like so. And take 5 deep breaths here. Good, and then raise the arm, come back, inhale and exhale, slide the right arm under, raise the left arm, tuck the hand behind the spine, 5 deep breaths. And then raise the left arm. Come back into a cat position, and we're going to practice sexy cat to just bring the awareness into the pelvis and free up this area. But if you are undergoing stims, I want you to avoid this pose. Just come back into opening and curling very gently. Okay, so we're going to circle the buttocks. First of all, in one direction. Starting to really release off the pelvic area. that should feel really good, but we want to do it nice and slowly and mindfully, not heating the body. Let your belly be free. Releasing off the lumbar spine. Good. And then reverse those circles. It's going to feel easier in one direction than it is in the other. Slowly, mindfully. Good. Come back to a neutral spine. Knees out to the edge of your mat. Big toes together. Bringing your pillow. We're going to come into pose of a child and gently hold. Pose of a child. I want you to rest your forehead on your pillow. Take your hands forward. Bending the elbows is fine. Breathe into the belly, let the belly be free. One more deep breath here. Stretch out the arms, walk your hands up to the body, and then gently come into a seated position. Now I want you to take your pillow and just sit it under the ischial bones, those bones at the bottom of your buttock. Sitting up nice and high and just lengthening the spine. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together once more into Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose, and either interlacing the fingers or simply holding onto the ankles. We're going to practice Sufi grind, and you might notice what we're doing with this sequence is we're practicing a holding pose and going down deeply into a restorative pose, and then we're practicing a flowing pose. And this is so we can get the energy in the body moving, the chi or the prana moving, but then also prevent it from overheating. And we're going to practice Sufi grind. You might notice that I rock a little as I do this. Please feel free to do this. Again, this isn't appropriate during stimulation. So during stimulation, I want you to just hold the pose nice and steady. Otherwise, come with me. Let the belly be nice and free. Keep your breath flowing. Don't hold the breath. Good. Come back to center. Gently practice in the other direction. And then come back to center when you're ready. And then keeping your hands where they are, I want you to just gently release your elbows. Tuck the chin in and fold forward. 6 deep breaths here. And then come all the way back up. When you're ready, we're going to come into a kneeling pose. Now, if you find kneeling poses difficult, I want you to take your pillow, place it beneath your buttocks, and sit up high. I won't keep you here long. We're going to practice a pranayama, or a deep yogic breath, and this one is called Prana mudra. So it's not only a yogic breath, but it's a mudra as well, and it's just for calming and centering the mind. So what I want you to do is inhale, raise your arms up and over your head to prayer, and then exhale, bring the hands down, peel them away at the forehead, bring them all the way down the body. Inhale and raise that energy, and exhale and shower yourself with it. Inhaling, exhaling, peeling the palms away, exhaling all the way down to the base of the body. Inhaling to raise, and exhaling to open. If you know this, do 3 more rounds in your own time. If not, come with me. Inhaling, exhaling, slowing it right down. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling and releasing. One more. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling, releasing. Bringing the left hand on top of the right, join the thumbs together, close the eyes if you haven't already. Become aware of your breath. inhale, the warmth of the nostrils as you exhale. Allow yourself a gentle smile. And to sit in the knowledge that you are perfect just as you are. Feel this knowledge through your whole body. And then float your eyes open, and we're going to come into Viparita karani, legs up the wall. So the way we come into Viparita karani, which is an excellent pose for fertility or to practice during IVF, is from the side. Buttocks to the side, legs up the wall, pillow underneath head, tip of the thumb and the fingertips together over the belly. Or bring the soles of your feet together. Your knees out to the side. And then gently bring your legs back, extending them all the way along the wall. And you can stay here for up to 10 minutes if you wish to. For the purpose of this video, we're going to bend our knees, roll off to one side, and make our way back to the mat. So sitting in a very comfortable position for you. Closing the eyes and reflecting on how you may feel differently at the end of the class than you did at the beginning. Taking a sense of peace and calm with you into the rest of your day. Bring the hands together at Anjali Mudra prayer pose. Bring them to the forehead for clarity of thought and an open mind, and to the lips for clarity of speech and kind speech, and to the heart for an open heart. Om Shanti. Om Peace. Namaste. So that is our sequence for IVF, for IUI, for taking fertility drugs. Very gentle, not overheating the body. Lots of holding restorative postures there, but enough flow too to get ovulation stimulated to increase the quality of our eggs. So I hope you enjoy it. Please do let me know. Namaste.